Thank you for tuning in to the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to blackspectrumnetwork.com if you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, then subscribe to our Patreon. You can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. We're going to go ahead and get started with this psychic reading on Queen, I think it's Queen Naija or Queen Naija. Not exactly sure how to pronounce her name because I've never heard anybody say it out loud. This was a request by someone on the Patreon to do a reading on Queen Naija. So we're going to go ahead and start with her personality and see what we get. And 2, 3, 4. Are y'all fans of Queen Naija? And 5. I've never heard a song by her before. All right. So the first card I get is the card for the Shapeshifter. So this is saying that Queen Naija is I'm getting this more about her. This card is speaking about her as a person, not her personality as a music artist. The Shapeshifter is saying that she has the skills to navigate through different levels of consciousness, but I'm saying that she's really just a social chameleon. I see that a lot of people can see the Shapeshifter card is saying that like people see that she's a chameleon, but she has the ability to blend in with whomever she hangs around. I'm also seeing that a large part of her fan base may be blindly following her because of the Shapeshifter card showing up, but then there may be people that don't really like her like that because they see that she's a chameleon. So the reptile energy could, a chameleon, a snake. So there are definitely people that see a bit of shiftiness about her, kind of like, I don't want to say like a con. Well, yeah, I mean, for all intents and purposes, I get like a con artist sort of energy about her. The Shapeshifter card is also saying that she has the ability to, I get that. I get now to speak about her as a musician. She's someone that is easy to. She's someone that it's easy to produce for her. It's easy to write for her. She can. She'll turn anything into a song. If you tell her to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, she's going to sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. She's definitely devoted to being a musician. She's going to do whatever she's told to do. Not so much as like, if they tell her to jump off of a bridge, she's going to jump off of a bridge, but she follows instructions. If they say hit this note, she's going to hit this note. If they say you're going to sing this song, she's going to sing this song. Okay, the Monk Non card is talking about her being someone that's I get this. I get that she's spiritual. She's someone that says, she burns sage. I also get that she may be interested in witchcraft as well. There's definitely, I definitely get this vibe about her that she's into magic. I don't want to say like the dark arts, but I do get a vibe of witchcraft about her. She's not particularly sophisticated in it, but she does practice it. I'm saying that she is she's an empath, and she cares a lot about she's okay. I'm getting that Queen Naija is very particular about the people that she hangs around. And that's not to say that she has the best judgment of character. It's just that she's very much a birds of a feather flock together sort of woman. And I get that if your personality isn't similar to hers, she's not going to interact with you too frequently. The card for the artist came up. So she's someone who I get that she looks at life as though it's a painting. But at the same time, she may also treat it like a coloring book, if that makes any sense. So she sees life as a place filled with diverse people and cultures that are made for her to indulge, but at the same time she goes about engaging her lifestyle in a way that's not particular, that doesn't indicate that she understands that life is complex, but she does understand that life is complex. She just chooses to be more simple-minded in how she expresses herself. I'm saying that the card for the artist is also talking about she's someone that is picked on and picked apart by other musicians because she has a starving artist mentality. The artist card is usually talking about people that are, I guess you could say the underdog, or, as Antonio Gramsci says, the organic intellectuals. I would say that she's, an organic intellectual in terms of, her music artistry with the way that these cards are laying out. The next card is the card for the bully. So she gets picked on by people in the music industry, but she's a bully herself. She's not someone that steps in to defend other people, but rather she tries to intimidate others. And I'm also getting that she can be verbally abusive, but I also feel like she's a victim of verbal abuse. I feel like her parents, and I feel like it's her mom, is really hard on her, and if obviously if it's not her mom, I would say that it's her dad that was really hard on her, and he's very critical, very particular about things. Whatever parent it is, the one that has the most feminine energy, I get that that's who she unconsciously emulates. I do get this vibe about her that she will fight, but there is a choreographed sweetness to her as well. So she's not totally a sour person. She's more like a Sour Patch Kid. Like, she has a sweet side and a very masculine side, where I guess you could say physically aggressive side. So the Queen card is saying that she's someone that portrays herself as very regal. She's very feminine. She's as far as the people that she considers to be her friends and her family goes, she is very protective over them. I get this energy about her that her rise to fame is her rise to fame, like on a personal level, she is interpreting her rise to fame as like the universe is blessing her for it's like the universe is blessing her for being so special. I get that she doesn't have a superiority complex, but there's a part of her that feels unique amongst people that she sees as very similar. But at the same time, she wants to be mainstream. So I guess you could say she's someone that wants to be a part of the group, but she sees herself as dissimilar from the group at the same time. Because of those dissimilarities, she feels like she's being divinely destined to be the queen of her family. She's going to be the breadwinner of her family. She sees herself as the person that's going to be the most successful. And I'm hearing Beyonce as an inspiration for how she wants to model her life, with the Queen card coming out too. So it's like, what I'm getting from her is that she enjoys the attention that she gets from her family that's come with her fame, the money that they are also asking her for money. So yes, she is I'm seeing her doling it out to them, and I'm also seeing her caring about really getting her mom a new place. She's someone that felt that as a child, she felt like she was special and not everyone could see it or acknowledge it. I get that she has a close relationship with all of her family members, but she told herself, when I'm going to be famous, I'm going to be a singer. when I become that singer and I'm on the radio and I'm able to give back to my family, they're all going to look at me and I'm going to be the face of my family. I am the legacy. I am or I guess you could say the oracle. She wouldn't say that she's an oracle, but I guess you could say she feels that she's the Jesus of her family. The final card that I get is a card for the slave. So she's someone that makes her decisions based off of her emotions. And she doesn't use a lot of logic behind it. So she doesn't really logic through her emotions. If she feels it, she goes with it. And she has trusted her and the thing is that she trusts her feelings above other people's advice to her or other people's interpretation of what she should and should not do. I get that she feels like, well, I've gotten it right this far because I've trusted myself. Every decision that I've made has worked out for me. I haven't destroyed my future directly or indirectly. She supremely trusts herself. She trusts herself to always make the right decision. And even when she doesn't make the right decision, you can't tell her that she did make the right decision. She's like, I made the right decision. You're not going to be able to tell me otherwise. She's good at reframing her lifestyle. And I get that she's very optimistic because of that. Okay, so the next thing that I want to know about Queen Naija is I want to know about her love style. Like, how is she as a lover? How is Queen Naija as a lover? All right, so with Queen Naija, it's like, okay, so I see one of her challenges with love is that she's indecisive about the partners that she chooses. She's someone that you can tell that she's not as into the other guy as the other guy may be into her. I also get for her as a lover that I don't know if she's married, but I think that may be one of the questions that somebody asked me or something. I don't know. Maybe she's married. I don't know, but I get that she is. I get that she places the title of like she feels like it's more important to have the title of being married rather than actually know like the actual experience of being in a union with somebody. It's like it's more important to be a wife than it is to have a healthy marriage. And she feels like and her understanding of healthy marriage is different than what other people's would be. I get that she is someone that can manage through dysfunction, and again, like I said, she reframes things, so I get that she can not so much trick herself into deceive herself into believing that a relationship is healthy when it's not. Also, as a lover, she's not the neatest person. Like I get that there are issues with like she has issues with like keeping her place organized, like vacuuming and things like that. She definitely would benefit from a maid. One thing that one extremely positive thing about her as a lover is that she's someone that if she says she's going to make the relationship work, she's going to make the relationship work. She's very devoted, very loyal, and she means what she says. If she says that she's going to do something for the man that she is in love with, she's really going to do something for that particular gentleman. I'm seeing that the relationship that she's currently in, she's going to stay in for a while. And I see that she's gonna stay in it because of the publicity behind it, but I also see that there's infidelity in the relationship that she's constantly forgiving as well. All right, so let's talk about Queen Naija's sex style. What is she like? What is her sex style? How does she like to get down in the bedroom? What is Queen Naija's sex style? How does she like to have sex? Okay. Queen Naija, she has sex to have babies. I don't get that. I get that for her, sex is like a transaction. She knows that it's a part of a relationship. Like she's like, it's a fundamental part of a relationship. It's something that has to be done. But she expects to be pleased. She she likes to receive oral. She likes to be touched first. I get that she's very much into arms and men's legs and backs. She likes her breasts to be played with as well. But she's more romantic than anything else. Like to get her aroused, you have to court her. You purchase her things. You take her out on dates. She's also she's not, I don't get that she's freaky. I just get that she's like quote unquote new to a lot. Like there's a lot that she's done, but there's a lot that she is still exploring. Like like it's as far as how she is in the bedroom. Like when it comes to approaching taboo things such as like anal sex, is like maybe she's tried it, but it's not something that she does all the time. I get that with her in sex, she expects you to pursue it. She's not gonna aggress you. She wants you to grab me and put me in your lap, make me want it with you. And when she does have sex, she's into having sex to produce a child. And if she's not trying to have a child, she likes for you to say those things like, I'm going to give you a baby, I want you to have my kids. Like she's very much like that. I'm also saying that she has very beautiful moans as well. She likes to touch and touch a man's chest, caress his neck. Missionary is a favorite position, I would say. She's more sensual than she is sexual. I get that she really doesn't mind a lot of foreplay. She's very much fine with oral. A man's endowment really doesn't matter as much to her either. That's another thing that I'm seeing. She likes for a guy to, I don't get that she likes for a guy to get into her head. She's not the most she doesn't have the most intellectual depth. I don't get that, but I do see that she likes for a guy to get into her head. And I can say, I guess the best way that I can put this with Queen Naija is that when a guy gets into her head, she's very simple, and she likes if she's like, hey, I want to go out for ice cream, and this guy says, hey, do you want to go out for ice cream? And she's like, oh my God, that's exactly what I wanted to do today. That's so, you can go out. She'll go out for ice cream, but you have to make sure it's a romantic date. And then she's ready to, give in to you. She's ready to, have sex with you. But it's a She's definitely somebody where she's definitely someone that you have to approach in a very specific way to get her to come out of her shell. And when she does come out of her shell, she expects for you to please her. She's passive. And she's not going to become whoever you want in the bedroom. She has a clearly defined sense of self in the bedroom. So the guy that compliments her is someone that's romantic, maybe talks a lot, into slow strokes and slow rhythms and passionate sex. Okay, so with that being said, we're going to get into the tarot reading of Queen Naija. Now I want to know with Queen Naija, was her ex-boyfriend Chris, is this Chris Sales abusive? Was her ex-boyfriend Chris Sales abusive? Well, they definitely had a toxic relationship. And then I'm not saying this even based off of the me inferring from the question, but yes, the relationship was toxic, but I'm saying it as she was the one that was I'm saying is that she was the one that was more aggressive towards him actually. She stayed in the relationship because she felt like it was going somewhere, but I get that she stayed in the relationship because she felt like it was going to develop into a serious marriage, but I see that things had already started off rocky. Now, as far as this guy goes, I'm saying that he was financially abusive. He told her where she could and could not go, and I'm also saying that I'm saying like him. I'm saying him all, having his fist clenched around her purse strings. I do see where I am seeing like I don't get physical abuse. I get emotional abuse. I get that she was hitting him. Physically abusive on his part. I'm getting that I'm not getting that he was. But I'm more so. I'm not. The thing is that this is from her perspective. I'm getting that she's trying to cover up him not being that way, and she's trying to water it down as it was mainly financial abuse. Him wanting to limit my career, him standing in the way of my career. He didn't want the best for me, but I see her ignoring it. I see her not wanting it to be brought up against him, and I see that it did happen, but I see her trying to reframe it as their relationship did not work out because, and she's like, this is my ex-boyfriend because he wasn't supporting me the way that he needed to be. He wanted to stop the bag. He did not want to see me win. From his perspective, was he abusive? From his perspective, he was. And I see him being. I do see that he's been disappointed in himself for doing that. But I see that these are revelations that he felt bad while he was doing it. I'll put it that way. So it's during the relationship. Did he feel bad for being abusive? Yes, but I see that the physical abuse, as the frequency of the physically abusive events decrease, he became more. He surveilled her financially, always trying to see what she spent her money on, telling her what she could and could not buy, and saying that he's like trying to be the man of the household and that she needs to follow what he says. And I see her being very subservient. I see him feeling like he failed a lot as a man. He wanted to control her. And I also see that he felt like he couldn't. I feel like he almost felt like, she's into me, she loves me, but I can't have her soul. I can't steer her in the direction that I want her to be steered in. She's not bowing down to me. She's submitting to me in the way that she wants to submit to me. And I see him feeling as though he's like, am I man enough? What's going on in this relationship? Do you, are you not loving me? Is there something I'm not doing right? But instead of him being introspective, I see him, I see him reacting, by, yanking her and, yelling at her, questioning her whereabouts. But I also see that she doesn't want to admit those things about him. It's her. Oh, I guess she's not married, because the question is her new boyfriend Clarence and his family using her? Is her new boyfriend Clarence and his family using her, or Clarence and his family using her? Okay, period, point blank. The cards are saying yes. They're saying that Clarence is definitely. They're saying that he's trying to get married to her so that he can have access to the money that she's coming into. He wants legal. He wants to have legal access to this. It's like Queen Naija's someone that she'll give you her money. If you can brainwash her into giving you her money, but it's like this guy is thinking a step further than that. And I see him being very serious about trying to marry her so that he can have more of her money. Okay. So we're gonna shuffle again, because there's more to this. What more do we have to know? Hit the skull emoji if you are enjoying this reading. And what do you all think of Queen Naija? Are y'all fans of her music? Do y'all like her music? Okay. Let's see. All right, so he has a lot of financial interest in what's going on with her. I see, but I don't think that either one of them are truly in love with each other. I get that she's with him. She has an unhealthy attachment to him and his family. He's attracted to her. I get that. Okay, what I'm getting from these cards, to be honest with you, just, to be straight up, it's like these cards are like it's like both of them ain't shit. They deserve each other, and they fell in, and as they continue not being shit, they are falling in love with one another's ain't shitness. They're bonding over the ain't shit experience. What else I can see is that he's very masculine. He's told her that he wants more money. He's told her that he has plans for them to make more money. and she's going along with it. I see that, and the thing is that Queen Naija's looking at this, like she's looking at him with her third eye. So she's like, I see that you are after the money, but she also feels that she's being exposed as well. She's like, I am a chameleon, you don't know what I'm doing this for either. Why? Let's try to figure this out. Why is, well, let's ask this. Is, does Clarence love her? Because, everybody gets used in a relationship. You just have to figure out what it is that you're okay getting used for. That's to be straight up honest with you. Does Clarence really love her? Let's find this out. Okay, money's the motive. Okay, he's trying to have a baby by her. I don't know if they have a baby, but he may be trying to have a baby by her right now. Or she may be coming up pregnant soon. But it's like money's the motive. He's someone that is attracted to you based off of how you care for him. He likes to be cared for financially. Are they gonna have twins? Or they have twins? Okay. It's like romantic love, no. Like he's not in love with her in the sense that like he's like, I want to possess her. I want to, enjoy, my life with her and, have these future experiences. It's more so like she's cool. We're really good friends. We've been doing this for a little minute. People think that we popping and we could make our relationship better, and make more money if we went ahead and got married, the thing with him having a kid is that he would want to have the child so that he could guarantee his lifestyle in a way. It's like it's the reverse. I guess you can say it's the reverse basketball wives effect. He wants to have a baby by her because he feels like he can take custody of the baby at some point. It's weird. Not weird, but I don't want to say the word weird, but he does have a long range goal where he's like, if this doesn't work out, I do have a plan. He feels like Queen Naija's his meal ticket to not having his own type of success, but just him being able to maintain. I get that before he got with her, he wasn't someone that was particularly well traveled. And I get that, and this is the other thing. The cards are saying that even though he's been exposed to, I guess you could say even though he's been exposed to the celebrity lifestyle, so to speak, he's not. Even though he's been exposed to the celebrity lifestyle, he's still not really trying to change himself. He hasn't been shaped or molded by his experience. He's still the same person. So I get that his growth has been stunted. It's like he could have fallen in love with her, but he didn't. It was like, hey, me and her, we're going on vacation with one another, but he's going with his girlfriend. Emphasis on the friend portion. Okay. Oh wait, she does have a baby by him. All right. So did Queen get pregnant by Clarence to trap him? Let's see. Did Queen get pregnant by Clarence to trap him? Did Queen get pregnant by Clarence to trap him? Did Queen get pregnant by Clarence to trap him? Okay, so I mean, they got pregnant to trap each other. He saw that her career was on the rise and she was very attracted to him. I'm saying that I'm definitely saying that both of them had ulterior motives behind it. She's very vain. I get that. Um, I mean, I want to say that she's someone that wants to have pretty, like, what she feels. She's like, I want to have pretty children, and he wants to secure. He wants to secure himself financially. I get that. I get that this was like the baby was unintentionally conceived, that they were not trying to use protection. They know the consequences of not using protection, but they were frequently having sex with one another. And I also get that this may have happened she may have had this baby because of a recent breakup or the end of a recent breakup that happened. I'm seeing it as like it's definitely the spirits like connect the dots here. As far as his answer, I don't know anything about her, but one thing that's being emphasized to me on this death card is like connect the dots between the past relationship and this current relationship. And then she had the baby to trap him, but having the baby was also a publicity stunt as well, because it brought her career notoriety in some way. That makes sense. This don't make sense to me. And I'm saying it's like they both felt like having the baby was the best thing for them to do, but I see it as it was her plan to get pregnant. But when she said that she was pregnant, he's not saying, "Oh, go and get an abortion. I don't want to be in a kid's life." He's like, "Well, damn, this is great." The only thing that I can say is that when she had this baby, however, this baby has been a burden on her. She's like, damn, I'm not able to have mainstream success the way that I want to have it. I don't get that. I don't get that her team planned her future projects around her pregnancy, and I get that she's moving things, and it's like they're planning now. I get that they're trying to plan and develop new things now. So yes, she did, but she did have the baby by him to trap him, but the consequences of which is that this baby has interrupted the bag that Clarence was, is that his name? Yeah, Clarence was looking to secure. All right. Whoops. All these cards just fell to the floor. Hold on, y'all. I cannot believe this. And as I was... 1 second, everybody. All right. Why do y'all think all those cards fell to the floor just now? Do you think it was spiritual? Do you think it was or wasn't spiritual? Why do you think all those cards fell to the floor? All right, so the next question that we have is, will Queen have longevity in the music industry? Will she have longevity in the music industry? Will she have longevity in the music industry? Okay, she's going to be struggling a lot to maintain her relevance. I see that she's definitely someone that's going to... I get that she's someone that may end up on a reality show to help increase her popularity. That's what I'm getting from these cards. They're saying that her team has plans to push and promote her into the mainstream, but they don't really know how, because her image isn't completely developed. They're also saying that they're trying to make sure that people don't question her character either. There are things that she's done that they have to cover up and rework. They're trying to create a story about her brand. So they're trying to create a story about her brand that speaks about her being someone that worked, that started from the bottom. Now she's here. They're trying to say that she's worked for a long time to get where she is, and that her success is earned. They are trying to describe her as this organic, this superstar that didn't have overnight success. That she walked into it. She wasn't thrust into it. She didn't fall into it, but she walked 1,000 miles into her success. I'm not sure if this is going to bring her longevity, though, because I'm saying that she has issues getting recognition, and I think that she's going to need to be on television to do so. There is going to be a male rapper who's a good businessman who ends up working with her, that gets her to feature on a song with him. I'm not sure if the song is going to be popular, because I don't know if it will be released as a single, but I do see that there is an important collaboration that she's going to be involved in. Maybe somebody like Snoop Dogg, but I do see her featuring on a track that helps to give her more exposure. The cards are saying that she's going to have issues having career longevity. They're saying that she wants to be married and famous more than she wants to be a musician. And that does disappoint her ancestors, because her ancestors are bringing her the dream that she wanted as a little girl, and they want her to privilege these experiences that she's having, over these career highs that she's acquiring, over the experiences that she's having in her current relationship. So I mean, it's a possibility that it could happen, but given the path that she's on, it looks like there's going to be obstacle after obstacle after obstacle after obstacle, where she may not exactly be a household name. She may be, she may just have her own cult following. So what's next for her in her music career? What's next for Queen Naija and her music career? Hit the skull emoji if you're enjoying this reading. They're saying that she has more learning to do, and she won't admit that she has. They're saying that she's trying to train herself. I get that she may be undergoing some sort of musical training or artist training, but I'm also saying that she's in a good space with her relationship, because I don't know if they're acquiring a home right now, but I do see them moving, and I see them sharing more space with one another. I see her boyfriend also coming into an opportunity for more exposure as well. So I don't know if he's going to be on a podcast or if he's going to feature on someone's show, but I see him doing his own thing, maybe something live streaming. But I do get he's going to build his own business based off of his popularity of being her boyfriend. For her though, I just see her training. I see her going back and retraining herself. She feels like she's admitting this to herself in private. She's worried that other people are going to see that she's not ready to really be a musician. She doesn't like. She knows that a lot of her fan base likes her because of her personality, and that's why she's being supported, and she's happy for that. But she wants to be supported more for her talent. The cards are saying that you can expect that the cards are saying that she's going to release more music, yes, but I don't see her. I don't see too many more like TV. I don't see a lot of TV performances for her this year because of I see her investing her energy into her relationships, and I see that she's going to do the easy things to remain relevant. So I do see her releasing more music and more music videos, but I'm not exactly sure if she's going to try to, do Coachella or the VMAs or anything of that nature. Finally, yeah, that guy that she's in a relationship is about to really come up. And not more than she is, but I get that he's going from broke to, middle class, like having something coming in. He's gonna get a little gig of some sort, and it's gonna be because of her. But for Queen Naija, I get that wherever her career is, as at the time of this reading on May the 17th, 2019, wherever it is, if she's not on the charts right now with a hit single, she won't be on the charts later this year with a hit single. I do get, I'm just getting that not enough people know her. And I get there may be a stigma about her that she's not ready to address. It's like it's almost like it's the elephant in the room. I even pulled more cards, and the cards are saying that if she needs to pay more attention to her career, pray more as well. But she does need to pay more attention to her career, to the career opportunities rolling in, rather than trying to make sure that she's in a bomb ass power couple relationship and she's being well liked on Instagram. Okay. All right, so with that being said, I want to thank you all for tuning into the reading produced by Black Spectrum Network. Click the subscribe button and hit the bell button to get the latest updates on this channel. You can purchase a private psychic reading by going to www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. If you want spiritual guidance to learn how to work with your ancestors, or you're interested in deepening your spiritual experiences, then subscribe to our Patreon, where you can get these and other videos at least 1 week ahead of their YouTube release date. That's patreon.com/Black Spectrum Network. Before I go, I leave you with these words of wisdom from the rapper Dreezy. Gave mercy to these hoes. What would Jesus do? I'm your reader, Nexo, and remember, the truth is always collaborative. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline